Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein and my channel is called Dress Yourself Happy. Today's video is a first impression Tester Tuesday look at the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This is new to the market. I'm very excited to test this out because I was a huge fan of the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, which I have a Tester Tuesday on as well. I'll link that in the description box below in case you're interested in checking that out. If you'd like to see an in-depth review with close-ups, check-ins throughout the day with my final thoughts at the end of the day, then just keep on watching. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, thumbs down if you don't. Let's get started with the review on this Pro Glow Foundation. The right side of my face is primed with my typical primer from Hourglass. It's their Veil Primer. This is my go-to. I do not have a drugstore primer that I like currently. The side with the primer I'm going to use, let's just start with the Beautyblender. This is Damp 204 Natural Buff. The texture is like a watery foundation texture. It's very normal, but on the watery fluid side of things. I'm really impressed with the color match. 204 is the best color match I have found at the drugstore, and I feel like that with it being a little bit more liquidy, a little bit more fluid, but still having that creamy foundation texture, it definitely gives me more of a natural glowy finish, and the coverage is really nice. You can see it covered all the redness. I do have a lot of dry patches today, and so far, so good. On this side, I'm going to use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This is my favorite foundation brush that I just always reach for, and we will go into the left with no primer. I feel like it's a medium coverage. If you want more coverage, use the brush. If you want a sheer coverage, use a damp beauty blender. I also feel like it applied beautifully with or without primer. It does look like the primer helped diminish some of the redness though, because you can see that this side is just a little bit smoother, a little bit more even, but my skin is a little bit dry today, so that's why the primer really helped it. We'll see how it all wears. I'm gonna do a flash test, a no flash test on my phone. It's currently 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I'll have this on for a while, check in later on in the day with my final thoughts at the end of the day. So this is what my makeup looks like with all natural light, and I'm inside right now, but I'm standing next to a window with all of my other makeup. This could probably be blended out a little bit, but as I said, I had some dry patches, so I'll play with that a little bit. I feel like my makeup looks a little weird. Maybe because I didn't put liner on. I feel like I need a little under eye liner or lower lash liner. Basically, so far so good. I really like the finish. It's very, very lightweight. It feels really comfortable on the skin. So I'll just let you guys know how it wears in a few more hours with some more check-ins. Hi guys, it's 7:36 p.m. I've had this on for 6.5 hours, and so far so good. I'm a little shiny on my nose, but not horrible. And I used, what powder did I use? I used my Dermablend pressed powder, the translucent one. So I didn't use a lot of it, and it looks pretty good. I love how natural this foundation looks, but it gave me a light to medium coverage, more on the medium side, but not as greasy as I thought I might be, since this is a glowing foundation. It's not a semi-matte, it's not a matte, it's glow. So just my nose, and I didn't use any oil controlling products whatsoever or setting sprays. So super close up, still looking good. But I just think it's a really nice natural finish right now. Okay guys, I am back. It is 9:56 p.m. so I've had this foundation on for almost a full 9 hours. I have to say I'm quite impressed with the wearability. More importantly, I'm really impressed with how it feels on the skin. It really is lightweight. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel tacky, and I don't feel like I'm wearing any foundation. It just really is comfortable to wear. Now, I'm not happy that there is an SPF 15 because one, it's SPF 15. I really think for SPF to be effective, you need at least an SPF 30 for day to day. I also don't like that it's a chemical SPF. You guys can learn more about physical and chemical SPF in my ultimate SPF guide video, which you can always search for on my channel, or I'll try to remember to link it in the description box. So I kind of feel in that situation, like, just think of it as not being sun protection whatsoever. I don't know why they do that. I rather them just leave it out. I do really think it wears nicely because it is more of a hydrating, radiant finish. I don't expect it to be as long lasting as any semi-matte or matte finished foundations, even though it says it's long lasting. It is quite long lasting for the natural radiant dewy finish that this gives me. And if you're worried about it being too dewy, I don't think you're gonna be worried about it because it's not like overly dewy, if that makes any sense. I did not touch up, so I do think it is a great long-lasting radiant foundation, which is very hard to find. I'm quite happy with it. I think the color match worked beautifully for me. It looks really, really good, and I think it just looks nice. I like that it's drugstore prices and that I feel like it's just as good as some higher end products out there. In fact, I think it's just as good as a lot of the radiant glowier foundations on the market, but longer lasting, because that seems to be the biggest problem with radiant foundations, is having it last a long time on the skin. If you're super oily, I don't recommend this for you. This even on the bottle says for normal to dry skin. If you're really, really, really oily and you want something more radiant, I would say get a really good mattifying primer if you want to try this out. But I also think that the other version, the Pro Matte, would work very well for you if you're super oily, and you could sheer it out with the damp beauty blender and you'll have more of a natural finish, because even though that one is a Pro Matte finish, I don't think it's overly matte. You're not gonna look flat, it just is gonna be able to control oils a little bit better. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. If you tried out this foundation, or if you have a favorite drugstore foundation, please let me know in the comment section. I love hearing your thoughts and opinions, and I know it really helps everybody else out, because once again, my skin is my skin and my opinion is based on my experience. But I would love to know what your experience is if you have tried it out, and this way we can share and build this community and learn from each other. If you're new to my channel, it's called Dress Yourself Happy because I truly hope my videos help motivate and inspire you to look and feel your best from the outside in. If that speaks to you, I'd love to see you back here every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday for new videos, but I have been doing a lot of bonus uploads, so if you're subscribed, it'll show up in your subscription feed. I've been doing 4 to 5 uploads a week. This is drugstore week, so make sure you come back if you're interested to see what I feel like is really good from the drugstores. And until next time, I wish you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye!